Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Week Hero. This is Class 1, Episode 8 as it's written. And wow, we lost probably one of our most favorite characters that we've had here on the channel for a minute. So I don't know where we're going. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, one of my favorite characters in recent memory is gone, but I'm definitely ready, willing, able to see what happens because of this.
Yeah, I don't think there's any sort of redemption arc anymore for Oh Beom-seok, and I just don't know how we finish this season in any positive light. Maybe that's never what it was meant to be, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I have no words after the last episode, so let's go!
Really? You gonna hit us
Come
with that?
on.
과학상 진짜 미친 것 같아. 목소리가 무슨 수면제를 탔나 줄여 뒤지는 줄 알았네 진짜.
Flashback.
Better times.
시윤이가 가르쳐도 그거보다는 재밌을 것 같아.
얘는 이게 안 되잖아. 너한테 재미난 과목이 있어?
지금 상황 이해하시죠? 최대한 빨리 보내주십시오.
Is he going to try to sell it as a legit mixed
곧
martial
장사 들어올
arts
거니까
bout, or?
아까 시킨 대로만 하면 돼. 알았어.
Oh, they kept him around too.
아까 내가 뭐라 그랬지?
같이 운동하다가 지 혼자 쉬고 있는데 갑자기 쓰러졌다고.
But they were live streaming it.
I don't think they were live streaming it. I think he was just recording it.
No, he was live streaming, I think.
It just said record on the video.
영상은 다 찍었나?
Well,
Yep.
okay.
여기 CCTV 좀 보자.
Oh, shit. Of course they would have an out.
And these guys know what happened. They know this wasn't a training session.
Let me guess, he's deleting stuff. Oh,
Oh.
guess who says never? Call you later because I'm working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have timestamps that are, hey, this doesn't add up. When did the call come in that he was reported? What time was this text message sent? This ain't serious Spectre of the Year stuff here.
Well, like they've shown that he's like got a lot of power, so they're gonna change it to whatever they want, whatever narrative they want to change it to.
아이고 씨발놈아 너 사람 새끼야?
Is he gonna snap on the old man?
하자마자 내가 사람 써서 죽여버릴
Oh,
거야.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
소원은요? 나 이 새끼 봐라 이 개새끼 이거. 야, 이 새끼 비행기 타기 전까지 24시간 내내 딱 붙어있어. 알았어? 아이고 이 개새끼야.
With everything he's done, that's still uncomfortable. He is so smart. He's going to put this together when both of them aren't in class.
경찰에도 신고했고 내가 너 찾아볼 테니까 넌 일단 들어가. 내일 시험이라며.
컨닝할 생각하지 말고 자기가 준비한 대로 열심히 본다. 알았어?
He can't even focus. Pretty sure he's not thinking about school.
잘 봤다고 서로 이제 기분 쓰겠네요.
Oh,
How many got
going
wrong?
back.
That's probably the most he's gotten wrong in like ever.
he's gonna see the news.
Oh, a bunch of missed calls from her.
어떡해. 오범석 그 미친 새끼. 그 새끼들 짓이야. 아까도 어떤 사람들이 병원비서 할머니가 사인도 하고.
Oh. Is this like a glory situation where they got the grandmother to sign off and not pursue any charges or anything?
I'm wondering if it was like a large lump sum.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
Is he in a coma?
He's just in a coma? I mean, not just, but that's better than being dead.
Yeah, we all.
That was it.
수호 친구니?
I thought he was dead, but yeah, it's not good.
I was wondering when they had him on the stretcher and everything, they didn't have him like in a body bag or
yeah, that was
anything.
a little
So
weird.
I was like,
시은이구나.
shit.
He's alive?
Yeah. He said he just won't wake up. He's in a coma.
They sure made it seem like
Oh,
that was weird answer on the stretcher.
Yeah.
There didn't seem to be a sense of urgency when they got him either. You know?
Well, they had to wait for a dipshit to plant the phone.
Damn it, this show just gave me another 0.01 of hope.
Oh, wow. What a swerve they got me with anyway. I thought he was
All of
done
us,
for
yeah.
sure.
학교 가야지. 시험 기간이라며. 내가 여기 있을 테니까 얼른 가.
Oh my God, guys! Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, this music is interesting.
Holy he's not dead, guys.
Well,
Imagine the folks in the comments are all going to be typing.
Oh, I can't wait to
Just
see.
wait for episode 8.
just wait for the next episode, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they had the part where the guy went like that.
Yeah.
선생님께 마지막으로 인사드리라고.
수호는요?
살아있어요 아직. 이라도 부탁해 하고 싶으면 의원님 말씀 잘 듣는 게 좋을 거예요.
If you want to keep him live,
잠이 부족한 주요 원인은 학원, 과외, 숙제, 인터넷 강의, 학습을 위해 시간을 할애하기 때문으로 나타났습니다.
Man, is that cram schools? I wonder if that's like a big thing over there, where people go to school outside of school.
Yeah.
what he's been doing.
Yeah. Yeah, every day. That's where he's been.
This music has me a little worried.
A little worried. It feels
But
aggressive.
nobody's. Who's going to be there, though?
전영빈 몇 반인지 알아?
Oh, this is who he's looking for.
Oh, he went to a different school.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his finger. Yeah.
Everybody's staring at him.
뭐냐?
Oh!
He is wearing out that desk.
Oh, where's the pipe? Let's see you act like a big tough guy now, dude.
Yep.
누구?
He's got his pen. Oh, shit! Oh.
That's jail time.
그 새끼 왔냐고.
나 어제 거기 없었어 진짜로. 애들이 영상 보내서 본 게 다야.
무슨 영상?
What video
Oh,
exactly?
boy. He's about to.
He can bring them all down with that video.
나랑은 아무 상관없는 일이고 원호석 그 새끼가 혼자 싫어하는 거야.
You introduced him to him.
Oh shit!
Not even looking.
상관없어.
Oh! Well, he's got the copy of the video now.
He's got the
erased.
phone.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, with the cop. Yeah, I know. But he's like, he just has his full on phone. So
He's going to bring down everything unless he gets out of the country soon enough.
he's
He can just-
fucked.
he can.
Oh.
너 맞지? 수호 그렇게 만든 거. 맞네, 씨발 새끼. 야, 너 내려! 내리라고, 이씨.
What's dad gonna do?
야, 씨발, 수호가 너한테 뭘 그렇게 하냐, 존나 비겁한 새끼.
네가 끼어들어가지고 지랄난 거잖아.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Holy shit.
뭐하냐?
어쩔 처리.
Pure jealousy.
Like,
He's got to shift the blame onto somebody else.
Yeah.
He's not fucking man enough to just own up to his own shit.
oh boy.
Oh, well, he saw the video. He knows who did what.
Yeah.
What did they say in the world of John Wick? Consequences.
Well, there's a lot of equipment in gyms that could be used.
He has zero idea.
Oh, yeah, that could be a problem.
I was wrong. He definitely had an idea.
너 장대비로 쓰는 거 다 보여. 이 팔로 항상 이 턱을 보호해야 돼. 알았지? 기억해, 턱. 턱.
Here we go.
나랑 함께하게? 이제 옆에 어떤 새끼가 있어. 그럴 때는 상대방의 눈을 보지 말고
Shoulders.
어깨를 보는 거야, 어깨.
Yeah, but you.
Oh!
이 새끼 장대비를 굴리는 거 다 보인다 그래. 어?
Yeah, this
Oh, shit.
wait.
튀어. 뒤도 돌아보지 말고 괜히 싸우다 다치지 말라고.
We're gonna get the old scissors through the top of the foot, like in Gladiator.
Oh!
Oh,
Shit,
that
got the
turned
shoelaces.
aggressive. Oh, that'll do it.
Let's not commit murder.
I think that's what we're doing. On the foot. Oh,
Let's not commit murder.
오면서 그 새끼가 대가리 발로 졸라 까서 그렇게 된 거야. 난 상관없는 일이라고 씨발.
You took money.
아니 씨발 나 진짜 스파이링 한 거밖에 없다고.
Yeah, you
Well,
fucking
and then
cheap shot, kicked him in the head.
you punted him in the
fucking pussy.
head too.
He saw the video.
그게 아니지.
Oh, see that foot? Oh.
His fighting career may be over, guys.
Well, he's not going to be on his feet for a minute. Just got hobbled. Well, not exactly, but
아유 의원님, 이렇게 귀한 발걸음 해주셔서 정말 감사드립니다.
아이고 아니다. 제가 진작에 왔어야 되는데 여기 학생 하나가 크게 다쳤다고 들었는데.
Oh, you heard.
호들이랑 체육관에서 운동을 했다는데 쉬다가 사고죠, 사고.
아이고 그래요.
Until you get an email with a video.
till the news has the video, and everybody's got the video. Oh, look who it is.
The music's back. The music's back. Oh.
He's walking into class with a bloody shirt. Oh, shit.
Fire
The
hydrant.
reason
would
they're
do
giving
it.
us that
fire
shot.
hydrant, or fire extinguisher.
Thank
Well,
you.
guys, let's not jump to conclusions. They could be just focused on the fire extinguisher because they wanted
I don't think so.
a pretty cool shot of his feet being blurred out. Oh my, what is he going to do?
Oh, there he is.
뭐야, 연시은?
Oh, there's a teacher.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there waiting for it too. Beom-seok is.
시은아, 급히 뭐냐니까?
I was going to say, he's going after that guy because he saw the video.
Yep.
야, 집중 좀 해봐. 어?
The teacher's really not. Okay. That's cool.
What's she gonna do? Get in the middle of this and get her ass kicked?
No, just at least make a attempt to get the fire extinguisher.
Oh,
Alright,
he's still
Bjorn, just-
He's just waiting for it.
Oh!
Okay. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Watch handles going.
Oh! I was going to say, he goes like that,
Yeah.
and bye-bye eye.
Oh, whoa. Let's.
Oh! It's like Triple H with a sledgehammer.
Oof.
Oh, guess who's
On to
left?
the final boss.
He just sits there.
Totally ready to accept his fate.
Well, he knows once he gets to the Philippines.
내가 부탁했잖아.
He did say it.
Asked you to stop.
우리 다 친했잖아. 싫어. 왜 그랬어?
I think we all want to know that.
Because I'm a spineless piece of shit.
About time. That's the first time he said something truthfully. See, he had no reason to do it.
Good for him. It's so easy to punch him, but good for him for not.
Yeah, let him live with his guilt. Even more of it.
Yeah, he's
I mean, look, his dad already does it enough, which is crazy. And
I mean, that's the thing. Is he going to beat him worse than he's been beat with a golf club?
exactly.
Oh, just exploding with emotions.
It took everything for him not to punch Beom-seok. Like that emotion just
It goes away
in an instant. Plus, everything he did, he knows that he's going to get in trouble for.
Yeah.
I don't like this music. The lyrics.
How come I don't hear the heart?
He's finally able to sleep.
시애나, 잠이 오냐?
Come on.
Tell me this is really happening and not a dream.
He was finally able to sleep. Remember, he
came
was
in and the machine stopped.
Oh, it's real. So I'm probably going away for a little bit, but you're okay.
not until I show that video evidence.
진짜 또라이야. 알아?
I still feel like it's a dream sequence.
뭐가? 나도.
It all started about who wanted to be number one in the class.
Dream sequence.
The dream sequence. That was probably one of the best fake outs in TV.
Well, the way they did the sunlight and everything.
Well, for me, I
thought it was
figuring-
the next day.
Because he has been so exhausted, I thought maybe he was finally able to get some sleep.
This is never a good sign.
Is he getting on his flight?
About to go to his flight.
범석이는 그 뒤로 유학을 갔다고 한다.
Oh.
Paris.
명희는 자기 때문이라며 미안하다는 말을 남긴 뒤 떠났다.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Just left.
다곤 하지만 나와는 연락이 되지 않는다. 범석의 아버지는 나를 소년원에 보내려 했지만
Yep.
건으로 강제 전학에 멈추었다.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
That's what he had to use.
그러나 서울의 모든 학교에서 나를 거부하게끔 손을 써두었고 명동구에 있는 은장고등학교만이 나를 받아주었다.
Oh, father's too.
Well, yeah.
시은아, 같이 가자니까 엄마도 담임 선생님한테 인사 좀 드리고.
저 혼자 갈게. 잘했다. 너 잘못한 거 없다고.
Wow, that's pretty big from Pops.
Oh, jeez, this is the...
Oh. We right back into it?
나 왔잖아! 여기 전학생 왔다. 연수야. 시은아, 저기 앉아.
I have a bad vibe already on this one.
is someone going to try and mess with him or try and...
Oh, shit. Here we go all over again. Is that pen?
이름 이쁘네.
That pen going through his hand?
여자냐? 개새끼 눈깔 뭐지 이거? 추워질라 그런다 지금.
All right. Well, if you're going to get everything that you deserve, that's coming to you.
니들은 예상 범위를 안 벗어나는구나.
Oh, disappointingly predictable. Just burning a hole right through him.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Did I miss the update on Soho?
이번에 은장으로 전학 온 새끼인데 연합 후보였던 강호 형을 잡았다고 하네.
Oh, shit. These guys.
어떡할까?
These guys.
I'm thinking this is
Is it
connected
Gil
from the
Soo?
kidnappers. Gil Su's crew.
Well, that is a whole
They ain't
new-
just going to let that slide, wrecking their operation like that.
Well, I swear, gentlemen, that they said he was done.
Oh, look at he's
breathing right there because the kick didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't give any update.
Yeah, they weren't very clear.
I don't think there's been this has to be like top 5, 8 episodes of a season, I think.
Oh
I've ever
God,
seen.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because it gets so excited and glamorous the first 3-4 episodes, and then wham, we're right back into it for 5, 6, 7, and 8. That it crushed it as well.
yeah, this was so shocking of a series from where we started to where we ended. Like we started with, school bullying, and it all started, like I said, I don't know if we'll make the cut, but about, test scores and who wanted to be number one, and then slapping on the fentanyl patch on his neck. Like that's where it all started. And it led to kidnapping and people getting hospitalized and jail time for people. And it's just like everything just spiraled out of control. And I just think this goes kind of back to when you're at that one point sometimes in people's lives, there's one thing they do that completely changes everything. And then that's what we saw here. It was the one interaction that day at school that completely changed everything and just sent us on this collision course with everything. And the characters, the 3 main characters that we had, obviously the way that their arcs changed and what they went through and how they navigated this whole thing was just wild. I mean, I don't think any of us would have seen what Beom-seok's future was going to be in the first, handful of episodes that he was in. You wouldn't have seen it. You're like, okay, kind of where are we going? We're dealing with bullies, and then we got the mafia type guys with the gambling app that they had and their involvement, and then they were pretty much out of the picture. So we thought. Now, I don't, obviously I think that's what we saw at the end. You folks maybe let me know if I'm wrong there, if there's something else. But to me, I took that as that's one of the higher ups that we speculated that Gil-soo probably had somebody higher up the food chain that, that was kind of running things with that. So, I mean, they're obviously not going to be happy with their empire being put in the position that it's in. And, just wild now Si-eun's in this much worse school. Like, I mean, to me, this is like essentially some kind of juvenile school, even though they said he was able to stay out of it. Like, this is as close to juvie as I think you can get without actually being in it. And you can tell he's just had it. And he's just like, you guys are all predictably the same. And that was those last, probably minute or two that they had a screen time was just wild. And how the actor was able to portray what he did. And as well, as a shout out to the actor playing the bully and what he had to kind of convey, going from incredibly confident and thinking he's going to do what he's going to do to realizing that, I don't know who I'm messing with here. And I think that while it's cliche, the idea of you don't know who you're messing with, that can be true in a lot of situations. I mean, look, there's MMA fighters that weigh like 115, 120 pounds, some of the featherweights. So it's like, you never really know who you're messing with, what they've been through, what their road is, what they've been through psychologically, what their skills might be. And again, a pretty interesting tale as far as that goes. With the whole thing with Su-ho, I mean, you kind of saw our reaction to it, thinking he was gone, and then realizing that he's back, sort of, in a coma, obviously. And then I'm right there with you. When he sat down and he closed his eyes, and then we had the transition of the light. I thought it was the next day, and I'm like, oh shit, he's out of the coma. We're good here. Maybe we're gonna get some kind of happy ending, but no happy ending. Nothing was good in the ending here. Nothing worked out for the better. Everybody's in a worse spot now than what they were by a wide margin. So again, an odd finish to a series. Well, to a season, rather, where you get zero hope and happiness and nothing at all is good. So now we just have to see how Si-eun can navigate this new school and what happens there. I mean, I don't know if I can handle a whole nother season kind of going through the way we did, but you do have the twist of it's not going to be just the school. I'm hoping it's one of those things where, it's like the joke about prison. You go in and find the biggest guy in prison and kick his ass the first day, and then
that's what Si-eun was already doing.
And then you're usually okay. But now we have the gang mafia type guys from the gambling thing presumably involved here, so we'll see. But an amazing season nonetheless, and everything from the acting to the music was all top notch. Thank you all so much for recommending this. I can't wait to see what we do next season.
Yeah, this was a phenomenal first season. Had us right from the start. I mean, it was great because a lot of people in the comments too said, after we got through the first couple episodes, oh, just wait, there's more. And they were absolutely right. The way with Beom-seok, where he went from this, silent character that barely said anything that you're kind of rooting for, to absolutely hating him by the end of the season, just because he blamed Yoon-yi for what? I don't know. And he's like, our group was better before you,
for making him jealous.
That's all it was. And I still go back to was he mad that he bought coffee the one time? Because there was plenty of times where Su-ho paid and plenty of times where Si-eun paid. So I didn't want to
get the girl.
That's got to be it. But I don't think she had anything with anybody. She just was living with Su-ho because Su-ho was trying to get her back on her feet because she was trying to get out.
They never gave us any indication of anything.
She just wanted to get out of a life she didn't want to be in, and
Yep.
got better and came out of it and was a better person because she got out of it and was just trying to turn her life around. And this guy and Beom-seok just gets all bent out of shape and jealous, and then turns to, he was with two groups of bullies. Well, which side are you gonna be on? Well, the side that's beating the crap out of the other side, and then he's paying for everything, which, I was like, okay, was that maybe his problem with the other three? But now he's buying everything for all of them, and then hopefully he's getting girls and all this other stuff, and he's trying to be the cool, popular kid when they don't care anything about him personally, whereas Si-eun did and Su-ho did and Young-yi all cared about him and about the person he was, not what he had, what he bought
what they
us,
could get from him.
what we could get from him. None of that stuff mattered to him. Those were his true friends, and he threw them all aside. That's why I at the end, Si-eun had him on the floor, and he's like, why? And he just said, I have no idea. Because to me, I can't think of we think of jealousy or whatever, blah blah blah, but to him, he has no idea. And I thought that was perfect for him to say, actually, because it's why would you do that to someone, the guys that cared about you so much and so deeply? I have no idea, because that's how it goes sometimes. You just have no idea why you're doing what you're doing, and that's what he did in that instance. And it just seemed like he always wanted to do the worst things, and his dad who adopted him called him out for it. And the way that Si-eun said that he's studying abroad, it's his dad said he was going to do something as soon as he got to the Philippines. Whether that happened or not, we don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah, it's was he serious about that, or just saying, "Oh, you're such a piece of crap. I should just have you taken out." He
does.
You don't really know,
but he's also a very angry guy and took his day out on him with a golf club as well. So, and we saw how powerful he was. Yeah, he was able to not get Si-eun was able to show him the video so that he wouldn't get put in juvie and just had to transfer schools, but then he would transfer him to the worst possible school he could. That was probably the farthest out of town. So he has a lot of power and pull, as we've seen. I'm sad that Yoon-yi is gone for right now. Hopefully she does make a comeback, because of what Beom-seok said to her. She blames herself, and he's like, we were great before you. Why? You were still great with her. It was just another person to have fun with. You guys were still having fun. And he's such a complex character, Beom-seok, that it worked for me, especially when he said the I don't know part. But he also was you have no idea. And seems it's not like he has a perfect life either. Beom-seok, you talk to him, maybe you guys can talk things out and work it out and figure each other out and figure out what's going wrong in your lives that you're doing this. So this was just an amazing first season. I hope we're continuing on with this class in the next season. We're going to continue Si-eun's story, I believe.
You're teeing that up like it's a question.
Well, you never know. You never know.
We might do
obviously,
season 2.
Well, we might do season 2. No,
Gotta do another season of Fear the Walking Dead, maybe.
yeah, we got to do
instead.
that. We got to do that first. You got to keep your eyes on the prize. No,
get to
I'm
dig in
looking
there.
forward to this because now with that little cliffhanger that we had, because what they did earlier on in season 1 is now going to come to bite them in the ass in season 2. So I'm looking forward to Class 2.
Yeah, this was an interesting finale. I guess my biggest question is these kids don't get in any legal trouble over this stuff.
Well, they answered all that.
They just make them
Well, he wanted to put him in juvie, but he showed him the tape. So
Yeah.
They just make them transfer schools all the time. Hey,
Pulled strings.
Got in some trouble. You hit 2 kids in the face with a fire extinguisher.
there wasn't
and
any
another
witnesses.
Kid, you
Well, the
literally
teacher
shattered
didn't
his
see.
ankle.
Yeah.
The teacher didn't see that.
When you got to remember, that's like the equivalent of, high-ranking political officials in our country and the stuff that their kids get away with,
Shattered the ankle of the kid.
Yeah.
Wow, that
I didn't see it. Didn't happen.
Yeah, there was no witnesses in there, dude.
Yeah.
there wasn't. Could have just dropped the weight on his ankle.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
like it's hard for
punched
us
the weight
to.
himself.
I think it's hard for us to fully understand the dynamics of the way things are over there. A lot of people had said in the comments that the bullying there is very serious. The hierarchy of power in families is drastically different there. I mean, here, yes, you have small handfuls of people who there's actual power. There's great variance in people's financial standings, but I don't necessarily think that equates to kind of the power difference that we see here. That being said, we do know Beom-seok's dad was, I don't know what the assemblyman, like what that's the equivalent to here, if it's a congressman or a senator or something like that. But he had a lot of people that were able to pull a lot of strings to keep this all under wraps. I thought it was really shitty, though, that dad was trying to keep Si-eun from getting into any decent schools. It's like, well, you know what happened here. Your adopted kid, Beom-seok, was the one that was going around causing all the problems. Him and his school of goons,
Lackeys.
lackeys. I mean, these guys are just a bunch of meatheads just causing problems left and right, and dad should have realized that, and not gone after Si-eun. So that is what it is. I, like you guys, I totally thought Su-ho was gone by he's not breathing stuff. Now, that being said, yes, sometimes when somebody gets knocked out, their breathing can be very, very shallow, to where it can be scary. And if you don't have somebody actually take a pulse, and I guess the old, if we didn't see it, and then I actually didn't even catch it right away. Answer, you brought it up when it was like, wait a minute, they took him off on a stretcher and not in a body bag, and I just didn't even pay attention to that because they didn't have any sort of ventilator when they took him out, and there didn't seem to be any sort of sense of urgency, like the other guy's taking his phone out of the pocket. And that was another thing. It was like, well, if you do any sort of detective work, and of course the dad is super powerful, so we know that, but it was like, okay, when were the police called? When was the text message sent? But as we saw, everything just gets swept under the rug. But just a roller coaster of emotions in this season. And it was interesting because you just never knew what direction they were going to go in. There was no predictability at any point for me with this season. The only predictability I think I really had is this episode when they started playing the music down,
It's like, okay.
Like, well, shit's about
Business
to go
about to-
down.
business about to pick
Somebody's
up right
about to
here.
get. And then when they had the shot with the fire extinguisher, like they held that shot real long. You knew that thing was
He just
getting
wanted
used.
to show his feet, Dave, right?
We knew that
you
thing was
wanted
getting
It was an
used.
artistic view.
Artistic view of the feet.
But it's an interesting story, and I think out of all the characters that we have, obviously Si-eun is a very interesting character, but Beom-seok, it's like, why, they asked him, why do you do what you do? And obviously he's had a very painful life.
I mean, I think we speculated why he did what he.
Yeah, I think he
why
just
he does
he
what
just
he
gets
does.
beat up on at home and feels like he has. I think it's fair to say that Beom-seok feels like he has very little self-worth. He's not somebody to stand up for himself, and maybe he's at a point where he doesn't even feel like he's worth like standing up for.
He was ready to take the beating.
Which is really sad. Yeah, well, we saw the first time we got the beating from his dad, it was just, hey, take it. And his dad made him strip down to his boxers, which was obviously a shame thing, which was pretty awful. But, I think there's not a lot of complexity, and I don't say that's a bad thing. The characters are who they are for some of the other people. But Beom-seok, it's like, you could almost do a whole season on just his backstory and his character arc, and even though everything that's happened to him, and it's easy to say, okay, this kid's made some pretty shitty decisions over and over, and he did very malicious things for people who were his friends. He's got a backstory. That's not to say that he shouldn't be taking responsibility for his actions and shouldn't be held accountable, but a very interesting character in Beom-seok. I mean, I almost feel like when we're talking about this episode, it feels like it's such a setup for the second season. Sometimes it's like, okay, are we going to get another plot, another story? This just feels like, okay, it's just a continuation. So I almost don't feel like I'm wrapping up a season. You're just waiting for the next episode, more or less. I have zero predictions. Whether they're just going to pick up where we left off in the new school. Or
it helps that we know there's a season 2.
Yeah, or if
at the time this came out,
maybe it's just
we don't know.
Maybe
it's Netflix, so you never know.
Maybe it's just representative of, hey, like the shit you got to deal with. Sometimes as a kid, you can get out of one school and go to the next, and this is life, and you have to learn to deal with some of the things in life. And we saw that with Beom-seok, right? Like he left the one school. Hey, we got to get you to a new school. And it started right over there. Now we see Si-eun in the exact same situation, clicking that pen. You wonder how many, the first day at school, somebody's getting it.
Yep.
But I thought this was a great season, great characters, an up and down story that took you through all sorts of, emotional highs and lows. And I'm excited for the next season. Is it out already, or when does it come out? Do we know?
Yeah.
It's out already.
It's out.
Okay, well, I know we were watching. I just wasn't sure if it was like available already. That's all.
Yep, it is.
Yep, and we're gonna watch it.
And we're gonna watch
As
it.
You made very clear to the
Walking
answer.
Dead first.
Yeah.
We
got to take a break, take everyone upset about that, and then come back to it.
Well, and just real quick to piggyback off that, not knowing there was another season coming, what a friggin' downer to end on as a season 1,
not knowing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Si-eun got his
So that's my
revenge.
question here.
Yeah.
Unless my dumb ass totally missed something in the subtitles, So-ho was not mentioned at all in that.
And that kind of wrap up, about calling the grandma, being in touch with the grandma, and
that was
the
it.
girl.
Outside of that,
Yoon-hee was
outside of that, but like no health update. So I guess I'm hoping something in season 2 happens. If not, that'd be a huge question mark for me. Like, why didn't we touch back on it?
Yeah,
But I gotta assume,
imagine if that was the end of the series.
well, so far what we've seen, right? Everything has had a payoff. So I'm just gonna lean on that and hope for the best, I guess. Wow, what a 180 for me, because you guys saw it. I was 1,000% convinced that So-ho was gone. The way Su-ho was gone, and the way they're just looking at the clothes, no movement of his body whatsoever. And the kid, the kid did the pulse, checked for breathing, and I was sold, because when you do that, and now everyone's freaking out, especially lawyer dude. He was like, all right, you two are the last ones, right? He set up this whole elaborate plan because even he thought he was gone. But to what you guys were talking about on the stretcher, my head didn't even think about a body bag. My head was thinking the writers and director want you to feel every last moment.
See
him go.
All right.
That's why I was like, oh, this is game over. So to me, yes, in a realistic situation, obviously a body bag would have been happening there. But because we're in the entertainment world here, fictional story, that was my impression of, they want you to feel from the end of episode 7 to basically when we stop showing him, all that hurt, that you feel like you really lost somebody close to you. So that's where my head was at for that shot. But yeah, I guess I should have been thinking like, well, they don't, there's something going on here potentially. But again, it's Hollywood. Sometimes, depending on who it is and what kind of feelings they want you to feel, they go with that. So super ecstatic to see that at least the monitors were still going when we last had a shot of So I'm just happy about that. As far as the episode goes, some could call it justice was served between these kids. I was just praying for no death because he was on a mission. There was not going to be anyone or anything going to stop him from getting some type of physical payback. And I'm proud of him for not taking one swing at Beom-seok here, because that probably took way more to hold himself back, and it would have been way easier for him just to unload, knowing that he wasn't going to stop him. Mm-hmm. So the other two clowns, I can't believe they got hit with a damn fire extinguisher. But hey, you had it coming, especially with the way he saw that in the video. Now, I don't condone the violence against children, but in this fictional world, hey.
Yep. All bets are off.
Fuck around and find out is what the saying is, right? So
there it is.
Now with Beom-seok going to Paris, I'm curious if we're going to get him in season 2. If not, no biggie. But I am curious if we're going to have to touch base, because the way the father left off was saying, I'll get someone to basically do this to you. Well, and I was like, holy shit.
Would want some clarification on that, because when it said Paris in the subtitles, I'm not sure if that was just somebody in the background talking
over the round,
versus
he said
him actually going, because he did say the Philippines. So,
well, either way.
But
as far as Si-eun knew, and because since he was doing the voiceover, and as far as he knew, he went to study abroad. That's all he knew about.
So, okay, let's just take out Paris and just study abroad.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm curious to see if we do get updates on that from dad or a lawyer or whatever.
The deed is done.
It's kind of interesting with the way that dad said you did nothing wrong at the end. Mm-hmm. I get where he's coming from as a father.
It was nice to get support from the dad. Throughout the season, the dad is, why are you fighting? What's going on? And even though the dad wasn't.
Yeah, he's not.
The dad wasn't this. Obviously, he was drastically different than Beom-seok's dad, but he just didn't seem very compassionate. He asked a couple questions here and there about what's going on, but it showed a lot of understanding. Like, look, you didn't do anything wrong. And, a lot of times in situations like this, parents have different views. Some people think, hey, you don't fight back. Violence is never the answer. And some people, teach their kids, hey, square up. And,
there's two ways to look at it. Is Si-eun's life better now than what it was because of fighting back? You could argue that probably not. But by the same token, are any of those bullies, or they're at least going to think twice before they go after somebody else? So it's almost like somebody had to take the fall to protect other people down the line who now maybe won't get bullied.
Yeah, there's always two sides to that conversation, right? Which is always interesting, especially when they display it in, entertainment here too. That new school, man, that does have me worried a little bit. Like, folks, did you kind of get the vibe of when he was doing the voiceover, said he banned me from, or was able to get me to not go to these other schools, basically banned from the other schools, but except this one school. So I'm wondering if Beom-seok's dad had some knowledge of
that it was a shitty school. I'm going to send you to a rough
hey,
school.
this is going to be kind of a rough school.
Yeah, so I'll at least try to punish you that way.
Yeah, if I can't send you to juvie, well, we'll send. Yep. I'll make sure you.
Well, and then we got our thing at the end with the dude with the tattoos and the rings. Like, oh boy.
Yep. Yeah, and that little post credit scene, I'm really intrigued by. I know you're thinking it's from some of the folks earlier, but I don't think they're all the way over there now. Could they be? Of course, they could be stationed in a couple of different areas, but I'm not sure if that's really going to be them, because I think we're going to get introduced to a whole new level of some stuff from what we've seen here. And again, these 8 episodes are nothing short of amazing. The ride that you have to take, if you get invested in this, I don't see how you think there's any bad episodes in this first 8. If you're not invested into it, you're probably not going to enjoy it. But man, what a wild ride this whole series was. So thank you all for recommending it. Because again, I will always say, like, this is something that never would have been on my radar. Never would have watched it unless it wasn't for this channel and all of you. So thank you very much. If we're forgetting something that you want us to talk about, apologies. But at least for now, that's what's coming to my mind.
Yeah, well
it was
said.
Just such a brilliant shot. Oh, real quick for you folks. Hopefully this is any kind. If it has spoilers, don't even answer it. But back to the dad and mom thing, because we just saw them there at the end. Is it deliberate that we are getting the impression that dad and mom were never around? Or is it because we're so locked in on the journey of these three that, hey, we just want you to know there is a mom and dad, but with the journeys that we're taking with these characters, they're not going to be around their parents. So I'm just kind of curious if that was kind of one or the other.
I took it more as they're not bad parents in the sense that they're abusive, but they're pretty absent.
That's why I want to know if it was that intentional writing in which would justify our thinking on that, or
they're not beating him, and the dad was like, "Hey, you know, what's going on?" Like the dad had small inquiries, but they're just not present like they need to be, especially for.
Well, and the reason why I asked that too is because look at all these exterior shots, interior shots. There was only maybe a handful of moments that we were at Sun-yoon's home.
Yeah.
So it's not like dad's going to be a helicopter dad.
Right. He's not going to be with Matt at a cafe.
Some of the times, though, when they show him, he's grabbing his bag and he's out the door because he's got to go do his job.
Yeah. So that's why I'm just curious.
And then he always just, goes to his bedroom and does his online classes or watching his mom teach. And all this other stuff.
Yep. So, I mean, I don't even know why we're doing this because I think it's pretty obvious from the board here of what.
I'll go real quick then. Oh, it's a 5. Yeah. I mean, this had you captivated from the set go. So I absolutely loved it. Absolutely enjoyed it. Watching Si-eun's journey has been amazing. Hopefully, Su-ho comes out of that coma and helps us out in season 2, class 2.
Yeah, always fascinated by relatively short time frame series, and by that I mean exactly how long they run. These ran pretty short, so they had a lot of stuff to get in, and it's always a tall task to get you involved in all the characters, and they did a fantastic job with that, of course. So no surprises here. 5 out of 5 for me. Boom.
5 for me. Incredible show. Well written. Great actors and actresses.
That's also.
Yeah, I mean, no shocker here. 5. So who? Su-ho. I can't talk tonight. I'm just so goddamn excited that he's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Well, I think that sums it up all right there.
He's alive.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as us. I mean, you guys did tell us to watch this. So happy we did. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. We'll catch you on the next class of Week Hero.